Well, a warm welcome to everyone today. Thank you for joining me on today's show, Unlocking the Power of Video Marketing. This is the second part of our three-part series on the show. Today we're going to be talking about mastering key platforms. So last week we discussed how to create your videos in part one, how to create your videos, some of the tools of the trade, how you can get started easily, and the types of videos that you will want to create. And today we're going to take the next step and get into what we're going to do with these videos. So we've created the videos, what are we going to do next? And we're going to be talking about social media and your website. So we're going to kind of take a deep dive into the platforms themselves, and we're going to show some examples and talk about the types of videos for each platform and the audience. The third part is the audience. So crafting videos that will appeal to, generally speaking, the audience watching these videos on these particular platforms. And if you like what you saw last week and today, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel. Ring the notification bell, as well as like this video so that we can build our real estate audience, build our members, so that we can then have more of a critical mass of people who will add to all of the benefit of all of us in terms of the types of work and the types of videos that we will be able to see. As well, if you haven't had a chance or you would like to review part one of our video, what we viewed last week, just go down below in the description. You'll find a link to last week's recording. So let's get started. So part two. So today we're going to talk about creating videos for social media and how to implement them effectively on these platforms. And we'll talk about the differences with these platforms because they're not all the same. So when you're thinking about your videos, creating these videos, not only do you want to think about who's going to be watching your videos, but you'll also want to think about the videos themselves, how to craft them for the particular channels. Now, there are many similarities, so I'm not suggesting that you'll want to create a specific video for Facebook, a specific video for YouTube. There are some common elements, of course. But when you're posting on different platforms, each platform has some nuance that you'll want to consider. Now, let's talk about YouTube. We'll start with YouTube. YouTube is the second largest search engine online today, and it's owned by Google. So after the main Google website or the main Google search page, YouTube is essentially the second largest. And it's for people who are searching for video. So if you recall last week, I talked about intentionality, okay? Intentionality being people are intending to go onto YouTube to search for videos. So when they go onto YouTube, they're already looking for something. They're looking about how to fix how to change the oil in my car, how to fix an appliance, how my washing machine's leaking, whatever it happens to be. So these are intentional searches. So these are videos that could be a little bit longer, and they're looking for information. So your videos can be a little bit longer, 2, 3, 4 minutes, and can be a little bit longer than your typical Facebook video or social media reels would be a contrast, okay? So we're going to have to understand how to optimize this content, and in them we want to be able to show your experience, show your expertise, okay? So that's YouTube. It's an intentional platform. And before we get into, or before we start creating videos, we want to find out what are people looking for, okay? So these are the keywords. So we want to go on to something called Google Keyword Planner. This is it's by Google, and on that application you're able to do searches and find out what are home sellers looking for, what are home buyers looking for. You could even do a deep dive on what first-time home buyers are looking for, empty nesters. So you could do keyword searches and find what are people looking for, and then that's the content that you're going to create. So instead of doing it backwards, where you're going to create videos, you're going to do keyword searches through the Google Keyword Planner and find out, glean what are people looking for, right? Because as we talked last week, with our videos, we want to connect with them. What is it that what's the conversation in their mind? What's the reticular activator thinking about? We want to enter into their conversation, right? So in YouTube, because it's intentional, because people are searching for how to sell my home faster and for more money, how do I get a cash offer on my home? What do I need to, preparing my home for sale, right? So examples, these are examples. So what are people thinking about? What are they looking for? So for example, you're not going to do a condo tour as your content, but you're gonna do something like condos in Toronto, downtown Toronto, under $800,000. So you're going to create content that keys into what people are searching for. And then you're going to incorporate these ideas or keywords into your titles, descriptions, and tags. Some other keyword tools that can give you more insight are Answer the Public and Keyword Surfer. Answer the Public is great for discovering long tail keywords. So these are keywords that are, like we just saw, condos, condominiums for families in Toronto under $800,000. These are long tail keywords. And it's a great way to kind of dive into a more of a niche search. And then Keyword Surfer is good for, it gives you good insight into what people are, what are, when people are doing Google keyword searches, the Google Surfer will give you sort of an aggregate of what are some of the best keyword searches that people on Google. So people aren't actually going on to Keyword Surfer, but what Keyword Surfer will do is will look at the Google, the Google searches, and give you an indication of what is performing at a higher level. So when you're thinking about, let's say, you want to attract move-up buyers, or you want to attract divorce, or you want to attract expired listings. So start doing keyword searches as if you're an expired listing person to see what is it through these three platforms. What is it that people going through that? Put yourself in your customer's shoes. What are they looking for so that you can create content to be able to satisfy those questions. And then if you look back at our part 1 of our series, you could then decide what are the types of videos that will answer that. So will it be an explainer video? Will it be a Q&A? Will it be a house tour? What will answer that question, all right? And it may be multiple types of videos. So you want to start thinking about that. Now, if you have any questions, you'll want to put it into the chat. So let's take a look and see if there's any questions. There's someone said the audio's a bit low. I'll boost it up a little bit here. Hopefully that will fix the issue. Okay. Let me see if there's any other notes here that I can answer. So if you have any questions, please add it to the chat. If you have any questions from last week, please add it to the chat. So you've searched for keywords. You've thought of the videos that you want to create. Now, the next thing is thumbnails. So you're going to upload your videos to the platform. Your thumbnail is what's going to attract them, the viewer. So you've created the video. It's been edited. It's a great video. And you want to now attract them. So you're going to write your headline and description, but you want to give some thought to your thumbnail, because your thumbnail is like your video's billboard. It's what's going to attract them visually. And if it attracts them visually, then the description, the teaser, the keywords will be the next thing that they notice. So they'll look at it and then say, oh, this looks interesting. What's this about? Then your headline is what's going to attract them next. So you want to give them an eye-catching thumbnail, bright colors, a little bit of text, but that text should indicate some benefit of watching. You could use your face. You can find online another good source to create your thumbnails is a website called Canva, C-A-N-V-A. And on Canva, you're able to find templates. There's a free version. There's a paid version that gives you some more opportunity for to create templates. But you'll want something. So, for example, you might want to find a face that, like a shock face. You've probably seen a lot of that online. When it's like a shocking face, like, oh my God, 10 mistakes to avoid when selling your home. So you'll want something eye-catching. And it may or may have nothing to do with your video, okay? So it doesn't even have to relate back to your video. It's just something that should be eye-catching. And the text beside it should, of course, relate to your video in some way. There should be a real estate focus. But so, for example, if it's an expired video, 5 mistakes that may have caused your home not to sell. And that, someone who's searching about expired video, why my home didn't sell. 5 reasons your home didn't sell the first time. Okay? So that's the thumbnail. So important, and more important, in fact, once you have your keywords and your description and your title will be your thumbnail. And let's illustrate the power of optimization here. So consider this title in real estate: 3-bedroom bungalow tour. Very vanilla, okay? But let's look at an optimized version. Spacious Toronto, and you could put in your own city there or neighborhood. Again, what are people searching for? Spacious Toronto bungalow tour, family-friendly neighborhood, under $800,000. So, if the typical bungalow, or let's say condo in Toronto is $1 million, and you use 800,000, then what is, that will attract buyers. That will attract viewers, I should say. Now, let's look at what's on the screen here. Example, here's a week title. Episode 77, Chris Jordan on podcasting and YouTube. Again, vanilla. It's like the 3-bedroom bungalow tour. Stronger title would be Podcast Expert Reveals the #1 way to grow your show. All right? So what is your real estate version of that title? Okay? So spacious Toronto bungalow tour, family-friendly neighborhood, under $800,000. So you see how we're emotionally connecting with them. We're telling them it's under $800,000, which is obviously important, but we're also telling them it's a family-friendly neighborhood, right? The key words, you want to use words in your title that are emotional as well, right? So it's not just about the 800,000, it's about a family-friendly neighborhood. And in their mind, they're thinking about, what is family-friendly? They're painting their own picture in their mind of what family-friendly is. So here's another example, how to make money. A stronger title, My Path to $100 million in 7 years. So again, emotionally connecting with them through the title and through the thumbnail. And let's not forget the basics. Let's talk about your YouTube channel now, because we want to optimize that as well. So beyond individual videos, your overall YouTube channel, because if they like one of your videos and they subscribe to your video or your video channel, because you'll want to ask them to do that. We'll talk about the call to action in a moment. You'll want to make sure you have a clear what your channel is about. So if you look here at this example, it's real estate. Where they're giving there. This is Keller Lawrence. He's in South Carolina. Your home sold, guaranteed realty. So he's He's giving us his guarantee. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you here to see. You can see how he's showing us his guarantee. There's a banner there, obviously, with the guarantee. It gives you the option to subscribe. And then you can see down here, just under his photo, that's what's called his anchor video. Okay? So the anchor video is really important on your YouTube channel as well as your website. The anchor video is the video that's going to appear on top, and it's always going to play. So as you upload videos or do live videos that are going to populate the lower part of your site, you can see here how he's created some really good thumbnails. The anchor video will be that first video when they go onto your channel that they see. So it introduces you and introduces your services. And again, well-written. You want a well-written description for your channel, and your written description should include keywords. So not only in your video should there be keywords in each video's description, but also in your channel description. And don't forget that the keywords that you used to create your video should also be in your title and should also be in your description. Here are just some channels. I'm not going to get too much into these, but if you want to take a picture here of the slide, here are those 3 channels that I find do a great job. I showed you Keller Lawrence for the real estate, but if you take a look at Mr. Beast, Mark Rober, and Good Mythical Morning, I highlighted for you what they do a great job at. So Mr. Beast does a great job at eye-catching thumbnails and intriguing titles. So if you go onto his YouTube page, you'll find the thumbnails are really eye-catching, and he has some really compelling titles. Mark Rober does a great job of engaging descriptions and branding. And Good Mythical Morning has some really good, strong calls to action and end screens. Which leads me now to talk about the call to action and end screens. You'll want to let your viewer, in whatever format or whatever platform you're using, you'll want to have them, you'll want to include a call to action. Here are the next steps I want you to take. So what do you want to offer them? Do you want them to visit your website for 196 tips, ideas, and strategies on selling and buying homes? Do you want to give them, do you want to have them download a special report? So here are 5, we've prepared an online special report for home sellers just like you that gives you the 5 strategies you need to do now in order to get your home ready to show its value. If it's a divorce, maybe you'll want to do a call to action for a divorce. Maybe it's a cash offer video. Go to cashoffers.com, cashofferstoronto.com right now to discover how to get a cash offer in 24 hours for your home. So that's the call to action. What do you want them to do that's risk-free, that they can do easily? So include a link in the description, have a link in the video. You can have a QR code in the video. Make it easy for them and non-threatening to get that information. Now, why is it important to get them to your website or to a platform that you control? So, not denying the power of social media, okay? We're using social media, but you want to start thinking about, how do I get them off of social media to a place where I control the message? And remember, social media, we don't control social media. That's controlled by someone else. What they're doing is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, doesn't matter. They're making money from the data and the algorithm that's collected. In fact, we're helping them by creating content for the platform. And if there was no content, people wouldn't go there, right? But at some point, you want to be able to get that. You want to be able to get the people who have raised their hand, or people who follow you, people who subscribe, people who like your information. You want to get them onto a place where you control the message. And you don't want to be beholden to these platforms, because, they can change their algorithm, they can change their platform, they can do things that at some point may be a detriment to you. So always think about, how do I get the person who found me on social media? So we're creating content for social media, but how do I get them off of social media where I control the message? So after YouTube, the next thing I want you to start to think about, the next platform, is your Google business profile. Or your Google business profile. It's a free and it's an incredibly powerful tool for you as a real estate agent. Done properly, the Google business page, or it used to be called Google My Business, your Google business page appears in searches, and especially when people are searching on Google Maps. So you can create videos that feature you as a real estate agent. On this website, testimonials are great. Reviews. So anything that builds your brand, builds you up as an expert. So people who do Google searches on the main Google site, if your posts are relevant, if your posts are, you post a lot of videos, and you get good interaction with your videos. So again, consistency. We talked about that last week. You'll start to show up. Your Google business page, links to your Google business page will start to show up. Now, with Google, the Google business page, this is also intentional. So people are going onto the Google site to do searches. They may be intentionally searching for you. So think about this either through your other medium, whether you're doing direct mail, they're finding you on social media. Once they find you, and they know who you are, and they see your videos on a consistent basis, they'll probably do a Google search about you. Okay, that's kind of the next step. Who is this person? What are they all about? They're doing their research online before they contact you. So Google, the Google Business Profile is a great way to connect with them. And it really adds a lot of credibility to you. So let's take a look at a client testimonial video. It's a little longer than 60 seconds. So keep in mind that on Google My Business, a Google Business Profile, you're limited to about a 30-second video. But however, I've added 60-second videos and I haven't had a problem. So let's take a look at a video, client testimonials that are a great video to add to a Google Business Profile. So I made this one a little bit longer just so that you can kind of, as we're learning together, you can kind of get an idea of some of the what is going on here. Make some notes here, and if you want to comment into the section, what do you think some of the benefits or some of the key things that were done to this video in order to give it make it an engaging video?
Duran came up as the top real estate agent in my area.
Duran knew what I wanted and put me toward that. He also seems to have his finger on the pulse of the market.
You feel like he's also taking ownership in the journey you're taking.
Duran was just there for us immediately and with tremendous frequency after that.
We were able to, within, was it 24 hours? We basically bought the place.
He walked me through all the steps, gave me a lot of great, helpful pointers.
We told him what our timeline was. He worked with us to negotiate an appropriate window to get everything staged.
He has an entire cadre of people who are supporting him in this work, from stagers to people who can help you get things done in your home.
He's very aggressive at marketing.
The first day we had an offer.
We had a flurry of visits and interest.
It was just a constant stream of people coming into the house that weekend for open house.
We closed much faster than we ever anticipated.
Once it hit the market, it was sold within a half a day. So I got more for the money for my house than the asking price.
We had multiple offers just a few days after it went on the market, and we were closed completely, all the signing done in less than a month.
But we sold it for more than asking, for sure. We sold it for a lot more than I thought it was gonna go for.
I'm a pediatrician. I was invited to a Child Haven Gala last year. Duran has been donating to this organization for several years. People should really feel good about the fact that Duran thinks it's really important to give back to our community.
He gets the job done, and he's easy to work with. We sold the house in less than a week. I would recommend him without a moment's hesitation.
Now my house is sold, and I'm on my way to Paris.
So this is what I like about this video. Here are what makes it engaging. Is, of course, he had the Duran Weisbarth here, agent in Seattle, Washington. He had the words up on the screen, which we talked about last week. He's actually not even in the video, but he has a good cross-section of his happy past clients saying what a great job he did for them. They use a lot of, he did a great job at asking the right questions to elicit an emotional responses. We kind of there's a story created there with each person, why they're looking to sell. So the viewer can kind of put him or herself into the shoes of the person speaking. Now, not only did he include testimonials, but there's some facts, there's some statistic. He sells homes faster and for more money. There's his guarantee, and he has a call to action. He offers his course, his his course on selling a home. So he's making a call to action there, something that someone who's watching this, who's interested in selling their home, would want to get his course for free, Sell Your Home in 5. And then he does a nice job at the end talking about his charity. So look at all of the things, or all of the information that we have in a short video that's testimonials. So great job there. So this is a good type of video that you could have on multiple platforms, but I think in a Google business profile, this is a great video to use, because that's what people are looking for. They're going online looking for credibility. Now, can I add this to Facebook? Sure you can. Can I add this to YouTube? Sure. But I wanted to highlight this because this is a good video for a Google business profile. Now, when you're adding your videos to your social media, you want to add hashtags. So hashtags are how people find your social media content. So when they're doing searches, keyword searches, the hashtags help the algorithm find it. So you'll want to use a mix of general and specific hashtags. For example, you can provide, like a broad hashtag like real estate. You can mix that with, for example, a hashtag Toronto home. Or real estate, hashtag real estate, you can combine that with hashtag Toronto condo for sale. Or hashtag real estate and first time home buyer. So the hashtags are really an extension of the keywords. So if we go back to the beginning, when we went onto the keyword search sites to look for keywords for them to comment on, for keywords for us to help us create our video, we can take those same keywords now and create hashtags. So there's tools like hashtag fly and IQ hashtags. These are tools that are incredibly powerful to finding relevant and popular hashtags. And again, it's an extension of the keyword. So you can see how that first step of when you're searching for content, how much information comes out of that. So not only your video, but keywords as well. Now, each platform will have different limitations on keywords. So what you can do is you can have sort of a broad keywords and then specific keywords that align with that video. So it's a tailored approach. So like I said, every platform will have some different nuances. And so you'll have to tailor your videos, your descriptions, and your hashtags to those specific videos that go on those specific landing pages and platforms. So let's take a look at Instagram. We talked about YouTube, And if you have any questions, please add them to the comments section. And we'll now look at Instagram. So Instagram is visual storytelling. It's a highly visual medium. We're focusing on eye-catching content that will make people stop scrolling. So unlike YouTube, Instagram, and when I say Instagram, this could be Facebook Reels, any TikTok, any sort of Reels, these are not intentional. So people don't go on to Reels because they're looking for real estate, unlike YouTube or Google business page. The people are just scrolling because they want to be entertained, right? So when we're creating our videos for this type of medium, we want to create short videos, music, visually interesting, something that's going to catch them from stopping scrolling, right? Now, although they're not intentional, they are thinking about real estate, right? They haven't come onto Instagram. They haven't come onto TikTok because they're thinking about real estate at that exact second. But they are in their conversation throughout the day. In that time period, if they are thinking about real estate, their reticulator activator is going on, meaning that they start to notice real estate, right? They didn't come on here looking for real estate at this second, but in their mind, real estate is there because they've spoken to their spouse, they're talking to their friends. We're thinking of moving, we're thinking of selling our house, we're thinking of, that they're thinking of real estate, bottom line. And so these videos need to tie in to that thinking, right? So what are tips and strategies that will appeal to them? So when they're watching, they're going to stop because the reticular activator has been activated, if you will. They start to notice real estate videos. So now we're tying into that with some good information and a call to action at the end where they can get more information. And if we do this on a consistent basis, they're going to start seeing us. And now we're starting to build, they're starting to get to know us through video on these reels. And then that takes them to the next step where they might do a Google search on us. They might search us up on YouTube and see us there. So it's really about being everywhere. So let's take a quick look here at this video so you can see what would appeal, what would be good to have as an example in a short reel type video. And you'll notice that it's vertical.
Home sellers, the real estate market is changing. Learn what you need to know and do to avoid costly seller mistakes in order to sell your home fast and for the most amount of money. And discover what these mistakes are in a new special report titled The 9-Step System to Get Your Home Sold Fast and for Top Dollar. You can claim your free special report now by following the simple instructions on this page. This 9-step system will give you the tools you need to maximize your profits, maintain control, and reduce the stress that comes with the home selling process. Buyers are far more discriminating, and a large percentage of the homes listed for sale don't sell at the home seller's original asking price or at all. Claim your free special report now to help ensure you get your home sold fast and for the most amount of money. Claim your free special report now and start packing.
So you can see what we've done there. Lots of text on screen, lots of things happening, going on, music, voiceover, and lots of text on screen, animation to catch the eye, but also to engage. Now that's going to be a bit of a difference. So your real video will be different than what you're going to put on your Facebook feed. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't also add your real video to Facebook or to your Facebook reel, your Facebook feed, I should say. So whatever videos you put on your Facebook reel, TikTok, Instagram, you could add to your Facebook feed. But your Facebook feed is more often than not, you could probably do a longer video because it's a wider audience, and it's people that, certainly on Facebook, that have either friended you, or if you sponsor a video, you boost it out, they're typically, you'll boost it out to the algorithm of people who are interested, for example, in real estate. And Facebook has a really good way of boosting your videos. We'll talk more about boosting next week. But Facebook has a great way of boosting your video in order to get it out to the demographics that would most appeal, have more appeal to your video. So with a Facebook feed, there's two things you can do with Facebook. These are now can be longer videos. For example, home staging tutorials, client success stories, market analysis. So these are, as I said, if you get the view boost, or they've friended you, they know you, or if you join a Facebook group. Facebook groups are really good to get into. You could share your information. So they're going to have more of an attention span than the reels that they're, flipping through. And so you could do pre-recorded videos, or you could do Facebook Live. Facebook Live is great. It's a great tool in order to be able to get good content. And we can talk more about that next week as you do a Facebook Live. If you could, as you build your audience, the more people come on, Facebook will push that Facebook Live out, and then you could repost and retarget that Facebook Live. But Facebook Lives are a great way to build your audience. So what would be a good Facebook Live would be virtual open house, neighborhood spotlight, ask me anything type sessions. So that, it's Facebook Lives is a great way to get that conversation going. So if you do a Q&A, people can come on and ask their questions. And that's a really good way of creating that engagement and interactivity. So let's watch a short video here that would be a good Facebook post that you, a Facebook post type video. So let's take a look here and make some notes here. And if you want to type anything into the chat, you can then see what the differences are between what I just showed you. That was a great Instagram reel, again, a reel for Instagram, TikTok, etc. And what we see now as a Facebook video.
Hi, I'm Duran Weisbarth with Weisbarth & Associates. My team and I have sold so many homes in this area that we're in the top 1% of real estate brokers in the state. We even guarantee our client sale in writing. Now, that's not something you'll hear from other agents. People have asked me, what's the secret to our success? So I put together this quick video and booklet tutorial called Sell Your Home in 5, the 5-step system to selling your home fast, for top dollar, and with the least amount of hassle. Our system works, and we have the statistics to prove it. We sell more homes than the average agent. Our clients' homes sell faster and for more money. If you'd like to find out more about our 5-step system, just click on the link below. There's absolutely no cost and no obligation, so check it out. Thanks. If you like this video, other people you know will probably enjoy
So
watching
here's
it
another
as well.
one by
Please
Duran
share it
Weisbarth.
and subscribe
And
below.
we
Thanks.
helped Duran with this video. Duran's in Seattle, and he shoots his videos, and then we edit them for him. And we edit them for him in a way that creates engagement. So he's in Seattle. He does his videos using through our coaching. He's shoots his videos with great content in a great way that allows us to then take that content and edit it. And that's part of what I call, and you'll get more information on that after our course. We have what we call our virtual editing service, where you shoot the videos using the techniques and the strategies that we teach you, like we did in part 1 of our program, and then you seamlessly send us your content, and then we take that content and we optimize it for you to use on social media, on your website. All the videos that you've seen that have examples are people who've done that. So whether you're creating reels or whether you're creating videos for YouTube or for in this case Facebook, we can help you with our virtual editing system. So to get back to Duran here, what makes this a good Facebook video is it's a little bit longer. It's done horizontally now, that he pushes this out to his sphere on social media, and he's making them an offer. Sell your home. He's sell your home in 5 offer. So people who are interested in selling their home in this area, they want to get information. So it's a great way for them to raise their hand. And good call to action. If you want to get this information, go here. And now he's taking them off of social media onto a platform that he controls. And at the same time, he's building that trust and rapport. He's not selling them anything. He's giving them a risk-free way of getting information. Now let's look at TikTok. TikTok is it's a real REEL type video. So short, to the point, something that captures their attention in a whether it's a humorous way, whether you do something that catches their eye because they're scrolling. So humor is a great way to get them to stop. Animation is another way. And so here's an example of a video that we have as part of our animated explainer program that agents are using on TikTok in order to catch their attention. So you'll see that it's short, but it catches the eye, and then it gives them a quick call to action to do something else. So let's take a look. So you can see here someone scrolling. Home sellers, it's calling out to home sellers. 4 big reasons to hire our team. And then watch the full video. There's a call to action to watch the full video. So it reaches out. So if they're not intentionally thinking about real estate, but as they're scrolling through, the animation catches their eye. These characters, they're waving, they're doing stuff. And then there's a headline that's calling out home sellers, 4 big reasons to hire our team. So if at that moment, their reticular activator is going, they'll click on to watch the full video. Now they've been taken to the full video. The full video may give them more information in a way that's risk-free, in a fun way, and then they can take that next step to learn more. LinkedIn. Now LinkedIn is different than TikTok. Why did I just went to TikTok? Now I want to contrast that with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is more about it's not necessarily business to business, because a lot of consumers go on LinkedIn. LinkedIn could be more thoughtful. You're sharing insights, you're sharing data, lessons learned. So LinkedIn is building your reputation as a knowledgeable and valuable real estate professional. You're focusing on high quality content. So it's not TikTok, right? So that's why I wanted to show you TikTok. And now I'm going to show you LinkedIn. It's to share your unique perspective on the market, lessons you've learned. So it's a higher, as I put it, it's more about thought leadership. All right? You can do behind the scenes, but the videos that you show on LinkedIn should be more polished. Okay? There could be team videos. LinkedIn could be a great recruiting tool. So what I'm going to show you now is a video that we created. And so you want to glean the information here on what makes this a good video on LinkedIn. This is a recruiting video. So agents who may be looking to recruit are going to do it on LinkedIn as one option. And here's the kind of video that you would show.
Hi, my name is Deborah Kling with the Kling Group. I'm an untraditional team leader in need of great real estate agents to help me with my growing real estate business. Over the last 6 years, I have sold over 156 homes, and as a result, I've been able to develop many unique consumer programs. These programs allow me to generate a steady stream of prospects and appointments. This is where you come in. My home selling system can put you in the position of working with these highly motivated buyer and seller prospects. You can increase your appointments and sales literally overnight. You see, most of the buyer and seller prospects that call us day to day need a real estate agent to work with. That's right. All the buyer and seller prospects call us. We do absolutely no cold calling. Through our unique reverse prospecting system and direct response lead generators, we generate over 300 ready-to-act buyer and seller leads each month. So, I'm offering to give you the opportunity to work with these buyers and sellers in return for joining my team. The sales associates on my team make more money and work less than a traditional real estate agent. There are no expenses, and they receive a steady stream of qualified buyer and seller appointments. They don't have to spend any money on marketing or advertising. You'll get the prospects, go on the appointments, using our proven systems, and you will absolutely turn these appointments into signed buyer and seller agreements. These are the same proven systems, presentations, and materials that have allowed me over the past 6 years to sell over 156 homes and make over $1 million in real estate commissions. If you're interested in increasing your business, making more money, working reasonable hours, along with creating a mutually beneficial relationship, please email your resume to dkling@theklinggroup.com. In fact, I am so confident that you'll benefit from our unique home selling system that I will guarantee you in writing that you will make at least $50,000 more over the next 12 months than you made in the previous 12 months. That's right, you will make $50,000 more, and if not, I will pay you the difference. So again, please email your resume and we'll contact you to answer any of your questions and arrange for a one-on-one consultation. Thanks for watching.
So that was Deborah Kling, and she created with us a video for recruiting. And this is a good example of a video that you can use on LinkedIn. So you can see it's professional. It makes it reaches out with research, insights, data. So it's not flashy. It's not it's not a TikTok video, essentially. So what are the videos that you could create on LinkedIn? So if you're reaching out to buyers and sellers or other real estate agents, what are videos that you can create to talk about real estate or to connect with them on real estate, but that would be a more highly professional approach? The last one I want to share with you is Twitter. So Twitter is, again, short videos. For example, just listed tweets. You want videos that are news almost. People aren't looking for necessarily they could be looking for the 9 steps to sell your home faster for top dollar. But the Twitter is more, people who go on Twitter are looking more for those bite-sized information. So just listed videos are, so you could take your home tours and turn them into short, just listed videos. So offering quick information, market updates. So if you're doing a market update video, for example, in Canada here, the government is going to be raising the capital gains tax, which will affect people who own secondary homes. So not only will that be a good video that you can do on YouTube, but you can take that YouTube video now and then repurpose that, a shorter version of it, repurpose that to Twitter. And make it like a news flash, So because people are interested now, certainly in Canada, but how this new tax will affect their secondary homes. How will it affect investor real estate investors? How will that affect them owning property? So you can come up with a market update on that. So Twitter, again, immediacy, news, current events, what's happening now. Conversational tone as well. So those are some of the differences with the platform. So I hope you got a good sense of the different platforms, how to reach out to audiences within that platform, but also to tailor your videos for each of those platforms. And it doesn't mean that you have to create a different video for each. It could be it could be the same video content, but maybe just edited differently. And again, if you're creating videos and you need help on that, reach out to me and I can advise you on what to do and what not to do when creating, when you're versioning or creating content for the different platforms. So finally is your website. Now, social, and I alluded to this earlier, at some point you want to get them off of social media because you don't control social media. If you build your business on one platform, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, etc., at some point that platform will change or will go away. For example, in the United States now, they're forcing TikTok to be sold to it's owned by a Chinese company, and the United States government, federal government, is in discussions now in government circles about having if TikTok is going to be still present in the United States, it's going to have to be owned by a non-Chinese entity. So that may change TikTok. So if you're building, and I'm using TikTok as an example, even if you're not using TikTok, if you used Facebook 5 years ago, it's different than it was yesterday. Same with YouTube. So use the mediums, use these social media mediums as a tool to generate leads. But in your mind, you want to have the strategy of getting them off of social media, okay? And so you'll want to use your website. Your website could be that central hub for all your video content. So when you're offering them special information, you're offering them more information, you're offering a free online report, you want to watch the full video, whatever it happens to be, you're teasing. So you're teasing them in social media, but you're always wanting them to go to a place that you control for the answer, for the rest of the story, if you will. So your website could be that hub of video and information. So make that first impression count on social media, but then lead them off to your website for more information, or to, this is where they're going to get to know. So they may not have found your website, so you're using social media as the hook, but then that next step is your website, where they get that complete story. So on your website, you want to be able to, I'm going to show you now what would be a great anchor video. So like YouTube, your YouTube page, you had your anchor video. On your web page, on your home page, you want to have that anchor video. It's a welcome message from you. It's like, it's what you're about. It's what grabs their attention to keep looking for more. So let's take a look at that.
Just about every real estate agent will promise to sell your home, but I guarantee it. Hi, I'm Anna Olemi, and I guarantee in writing to sell your home at a price and time frame you agree to, or I will buy it myself. Because my team and I sell more homes than any other agent in Ottawa, I can do more to sell your home. According to Real Estate Board statistics, our clients' homes sell on average for 109% over the asking price, and they sell twice as fast versus selling with your typical real estate agent. And if we don't do everything we promise, you can fire us. But I know you will be happy because I am listed as one of the top 200 accredited platinum real estate agents in North America. Right now, I have over 6,000 buyers in my database that may be looking for a home just like yours. In fact, your home may already be sold. To discuss the sale of your home, call me at 613-255-4442. And remember, I guarantee in writing to sell your home at a price and time frame you agree to, or I will buy it myself.
So that would be a great anchor video to have on your website. It has your guarantee, buyers, tells them you have buyers in your database. It uses animation to have it engaging, words on the screen. So it has all of the elements that we've been talking about. So that would make a great anchor video as one example that you can put on your website. Now, this differs from your landing pages too. So if you have a website, you'll have your homepage, of course, but if you have specific specific pages for first-time buyers, home sellers, move-up home sellers, empty nesters, etc., you'll want to have videos on those landing pages that appeal to that demographic. So if I come onto your website from social media and I've seen a whole bunch of your videos and I want to get more information of you, I'll go to your website. You'll want to have your anchor video, but then you'll also want to have a video on your specific landing pages that appeal to that specific customer. Okay? So think about what videos could I have on my first time buyer page, or what video could I have on my empty nester page that will give good information to the viewer. Now, we're not selling them on the page, we're stepping them. So they've seen our video on social media, they've then, maybe they've Googled us, they've found our website, and now we're giving them some more good information on that specific thing that they're looking for. Now, if you have an About Me page, or you'll want to start thinking about how do I, as they get to know me, how do I present myself? Is it just about the guarantee? Is it just about the numbers? So I say no. At some point on your website, in your Google My Business, it's also about personality. So too often, the About Me is just a resume. It's a digital resume. Use video to truly connect with your prospect. Show your passion about real estate, who you are as a person. People do business with people they know, they like, and they trust. So when you're thinking about video, and this is the example I'm going to show you next is a great video to show on your website or as a follow-up to someone who's raised their hand. It's not again, you can use this on social media. You can use anything, anywhere. But that's most likely not the right place in time in the sales cycle for them to look at this video. This is a kind of video you want to build on your personality. So on your website, of course, but if you're following up with someone who you've had some contact with before a listing appointment, they know about your guarantee, they know you can sell homes fast for more money, they know you're an expert in the field. Now, we want to let them know who you are as a person. Again, people like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. And this video goes a long way. This type of video goes a long way to do that. So let's take a look at that.
I love real estate. We thrive at this. One of the best parts of real estate is the feeling you get when the client is happy and the job has been done properly, when they thank us for doing what we promised them. Helping someone buy or sell their home, their biggest investment, it's very rewarding when they thank you for a job well done. It's very rewarding hearing them call you, not just for their first house, but for subsequent houses. We have a guaranteed sale program. We'll sell your house or we'll buy it. We have a guaranteed buyer program where if you're not happy with your house in the first 12 months of owning it, we will sell it for free. We have a cash offer program. So if you need to sell in a timely manner, we have the guarantees that will work for you. In my past career, I owned a transport company with sales volume of 20 million, transporting food and pharmaceuticals. There, I negotiated every day. I decided it was time to sell the business, and the natural progression for me as a business owner was to take that skill set into real estate, where I joined my wife, Kim. She became a real estate agent in 2009. I decided to join her in 2012. The market changes all of the time, and coaching and new technology allow us to stay on top of the market for our clients. I have a college degree for business management, taken many negotiating courses. I've been certified as a negotiation expert, as well as our broker's designation. Of course, our coaching program and our ongoing education is always helping us. As a certified negotiating expert, I listen to the needs and wants of our buyers and sellers. I take the time to learn the motivation of those involved, allowing me to better negotiate for our clients. Paired with my business background, our sellers get more for their home than the average agent will get them. Conversely, the same skills work for our buyers, enabling them to purchase at percentages of list price in their favor. Our goal is to negotiate the best deal for our sellers and buyers. Now, we've received numerous awards that place us in the top 2% of agents in Ontario, and even though our team is smaller than some, we have finished in the top third of all teams. While we appreciate the accolades from a job well done, to us they are just more stats to confirm that Lodwick team does as promised. We live and work in the best area. It's a waterfront community. It's also a rural area where people seem to know each other. If you lose your dog, chances are someone knows where they belong and has picked them up for you. It's a great place if you want to live and work. We're surrounded by cottage country. Our family is everything to us. Kim and I are very fortunate to have such a close family who enjoy spending time with us. We're very blessed. We have 3 very fun and active grandkids who are a big part of our day-to-day lives. We sponsor lots of local community events, sports teams, hockey, baseball, curling, some day camps, school breakfast club programs. We like to support the youth in our community, and we're always happy to help. We believe our unique marketing, coupled with our extensive business background, enables us to do the very best for our clients. The Lodwick team will get you top dollar in the least amount of time with the least amount of stress. Whatever your real estate need is, the Lodwick team is ready to work for you, and we love what we do.
So you can see how that really sets the stage for Jerry Lodwick when he or his team goes out on the appointment. So we're using video all throughout the process, all the way from lead generation on social media, and then using it through all the way to follow-up and conversion. And you can see the differences in the videos, how we're creating and framing videos depending on what platform and in what part of the sales process. So one source, multiple platforms. So think of your website as your master video library. So instead of creating unique videos just for social media, create longer videos for your website that tell more of your story, and then repurpose that content on social media in a shorter way. So they're looking at your videos on social media first as the hook, and then following up on your website to learn more about you. So, key takeaways from today as we wrap up our part 2 of our lesson today on using video, the ultimate, using video effectively in your real estate business. Let's quickly recap some of the key takeaways from today's session. So, social media platforms, how do we use them in different ways? Who is the audience on each platform? For example, a YouTube audience is intentional, whereas a TikTok audience is typically not. So how are the videos different? And of course, so the social media, different videos, and then what do we want them to do? We want to get them off of social media. And then finally, who is our audience? So when we're creating our videos for the different social media, who is our audience? Well, in fact, I should let me go back. Let me circle back up the bus here. First is, who is our audience? All right. Who are we trying to target? That, and then we're going to use our keyword tool for that. Once we decide who our audience is, what videos are we going to create to appeal to that audience? And then what social media platforms are we going to use? And then fourth, how do we create the videos or repurpose the videos for each platform? So those are the key takeaways from today. Now, if you're still looking, if you want to look at part 1, the link will be, that's the link to part 1. And then you'll also find the link to the description. So now that you've watched today's episode, you may want to go back to the first episode, watch that again, in order to tie what we've learned today as you start to think about the videos that you want to create for your real estate business. And of course, again, if you have any questions, you're not alone. You want to visit our website at audiovideocoach.com. You can email me here at doneforyoutv@gmail.com if you have any questions. And then if you have any questions on today's episode or any questions from last time, put them into the chat. And if you don't have any questions today and you do think of some questions, please email me. So with that, I want to thank you for joining me today and spending the last hour or so with me. Do rewatch part 1 of our video, and I look forward to connecting with you next week for part 3 of our series, The Ultimate Real Estate Video Guide. And I wish you a great weekend and a great week.